Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a bit of a different setup, a bit of a different video. If I sound bunged out, because I am, it's the hay fever season still. I'm just waiting for this to be over. I wanted to do a bit of a different video just to showcase my everyday life. I've been dressing in my home clothes for the last... That's actually a good thing, let me look it up. The day I'm recording this video, it has been officially 40 days since I've been in quarantine or lockdown or staying at home situation. For me personally, it has been 40 days since I've not been back at work and basically lived my hermit life. It has been a very interesting time, I guess, in our society, in the world. It's one of the times that we probably will never get ever again, hopefully. It's a terrifying thing. People are dying in the world. A lot of businesses are closing down. Nothing has been working. Our lives, our normal lives have not been like this ever. So the video I'm gonna do is probably very pointless and useless, but this has actually been one of the few outlets that I found to actually help my mental health. I think it has been struggling over the last 40 days, and it's a different kind of way of doing something or figuring something out. So I thought today I'll paint my nails, because they're long but also bland. And I wanted to talk to you about something that I'm not buying or not doing during lockdown, or like an anti-haul. At the end I'll drop in a few things that I've actually been really enjoying and really been loving during this time and have been helping me through it. So let's start. So today I'll be painting my nails. I am not professional at all. Simply Nailogical. Christine, love you, but oh my goodness, if you see this video, I'm so sorry. I am gonna, I guess, show you what I'll be using. I don't know if you'll even see it. Let me just see. I'll be using this Nails Inc Caviar Base Coat, Nourishing Smoothing Anti-Staining. I don't know, it's something that I got for free, I think, in one of the boxes subscriptions at some point in my life, so I'm just gonna apply that. And I'm gonna start off my anti-haul with thing number one. Dalgona coffee. I don't know what is it with people and coming up with some weird ass recipes online. First of all, I don't drink coffee. And if I look down, by the way, I'm sorry, because I'm painting my nails, so let me just maybe arrange you, come down a bit. Did it help? I don't think so. Anyway, I've had coffee 4 times in my entire life, and all 4 of those times I have been very, very hyper excited. I figured that it just wasn't what I wanted from my drink anyway. I don't necessarily like the taste of coffee either. It's not like my preferred choice, and also I guess I don't crave the kick that you get from drinking coffee. So I don't have time to be standing and whipping some coffee up to then put it in my drink. Unpopular opinion, but has anyone thought about the fact that we take so long to prepare our meals and cook our food, and then you eat it in like 5 minutes and it's gone, and all that effort that you put into it, your half-hour work, is just consumed within 5 minutes? I don't know. Is it just me? I think it's just me. I've done 3 nails so far. They're pink now for some reason. I think this Caviar Base Coat is making my nails pink. Next up, number 2, TikTok. I clearly am not the most extroverted of types. I am most certainly an introvert. I get my energy from being inside, being on my own, just spending a lot of time with my own thoughts and with myself, and I prefer it that way. I don't mind it. I guess I like it. I grew up, I'm an only child in the family, so I really, really like my time. I think that's how it is. So when I was a teen, I used to love performing and just doing silly things, but they were never displayed anywhere really. I never had an outlet, I guess, like kids have these days, and the only outlet that I had was school, and like school performances and certain like dress up days or something. So that was my only way of actually like expressing myself, if anything, but I never really needed that. I guess sometimes enjoyed doing because it was just for fun, really. Nothing harmful about it. I think the problem I have with TikTok is just, I think people do it for the clout, the fame, the notoriety. It's a fantastic way to be creative if you have the, not even the guts, but just the creativity, if you want to add something to it. I don't have that. I can't dance very well. Yes, we used to do a lot of dance, not a lot, a couple of dance performances a year, something in my school with a couple of girls that I was friends with, but they were for like school performances and things. We couldn't really have, I was never really that talented in dancing, so I never did it, which is, I think, absolutely fine. You can't be perfect at everything, so, and I'm not that funny. I never really got into Vine. I don't understand the jokes. I think people who can do it, absolutely fine. Please enjoy and do something that makes you happy or lets you be creative. Not that I just don't want to embarrass myself, I guess. I don't feel like now that because I have more time, that is something I want to spend my time on. I have found myself doing so many things during this lockdown that, or having just time to sort through my clothes or sort through my possessions that have been just sitting in boxes for a while, or literally go through every single thing and figure out whether it brings me joy or I want to have it going forward in my life. And as a hoarder, or a recovering hoarder, I would say, it has been really nice to just find that balance between being a minimalist and having things that bring you joy. Using the KonMari method. I really like that show on Netflix, but I watched it a long time ago, so it doesn't count. Not doing it for views, not doing it for something just because everyone else is doing it. I think that's like where my understanding comes from. I have finished my base coat. Oh no, I just hit it on the other nail. It always happens with me. Why does it always happen with me? Anyway, let's move on to number 3. Tiger King. I've said it. I am not a big person on documentaries anyway. I don't watch documentaries as often. If I do watch them, they are usually very depressing, and I can probably watch only like one every once in a while. Was never interested in watching Tiger King, and then when it blew up online, I really didn't care. I watch some of the videos on it, or people's commentaries, or some memes. I don't get it. I guess I don't like animal cruelty. I don't like people taking advantage of animals like that, so I'm not gonna watch a show that is literally all about that and people doing horrible things. And let's be honest again, if you watched my January too much wrap up, also, I'm so sorry that I sound so bunged up, I literally can't breathe. But yeah, if you watched that video, I mentioned that one of the books that I read had such a weird premise that it could only happen in America. And that's how Tiger King exists, because it's only possible in America. It's quite terrifying. Oh yes, oh my goodness, I didn't tell you what I'm doing. I am putting Barry M. Let me see if I can like get it in the shot. Oh, look at that. It's Barry M Jelly High Shine Nail Paint in the color Peanut Butter. It's like a pretty nudie color. Sorry, I'm looking in the mirror. That's reflecting my new camera because my camera is so old. Anyway, I'm just trying on something different, something nudie. I had blue on a few days ago, I guess, so I just wanted to try something else. So yes, back to Tiger King. I'm just not going to watch something that's, I guess it's funny because it's something that we watch and we're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that actually exists. I can't believe people are like that or they can do something like that. But then the same question would go for the people say, oh my goodness, I don't understand who voted for Donald Trump to be the next president. We are drawn to people who think the same as us or have the same interests or the same views. So of course you're not going to know or not going to have talked to a lot of people unless you seek them out who view the world differently from you. So people were really upset and just curious about how come Donald Trump won. And that's the same with Tiger King. how come people like that exist? Well, they do, unfortunately, which is quite sad. I don't want to give my views to something that I am not in support of or I don't like necessarily, so I think that's how the change eventually will come, if we will stop giving money and attention to things that don't matter or are bad or are not good for our environment and our society. These are my thoughts on Tiger King. I obviously you can enjoy and watch whatever you want. I'm not here to say anything, but these are my opinions, my thoughts, my views, and it's just for fun, isn't it? It's something that I'm not going to be watching in lockdown. Number 4, baking. I started off, I'm not gonna lie, I started off the lockdown by making 3, I think? It was 2 or 3 consecutively vegan banana bread. And it was delicious. I'm really bad at following recipes, it seems, because 2 out of those 3 times I messed up some of the quantities, so the consistency of something wasn't as right as it should have been. But why I made a vegan banana bread? Because I'm not vegan, unfortunately, but I think I didn't have eggs or something and I couldn't be bothered, so I looked up a healthy recipe. But also I think at work because we have a cafe at work and they sell nice cookies and bakes and things, so they have a vegan banana bread, and I was like, oh, that sounds great, I love banana bread, let me try. And it was probably the best banana bread I've ever had in my entire life. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna try it to recreate it at home. And I think it's as good as like the normal banana bread. So I am gonna be continuing doing that, but why am I not baking anymore? Or why am I not doing it? Mostly because you can't find flour or eggs or sugar in the stores right now because everyone else is baking something. Cookies, banana breads, cakes, brownies, anything you can think of, they're making it. And I'm not gonna go out of my way and find ingredients. I'm not a great baker in the first place. I only make something if I'm 100% sure it's gonna turn out at least okay, and I'm gonna like eat it and enjoy it. And because I've been on some sort of like a detox from chocolate, because I love chocolate so much that I've tried to wean myself off of it because it was causing too many problems with my face and I was not enjoying that. So I said, you know, let me just give up chocolate for a month. It worked well. The entire March I went without eating any chocolate. It's amazing what your body can learn, because if you don't have something for a while, your taste bud change to it, and then when you have it again, you're like, that doesn't taste the way it used to. Even if you loved something to bits, it's not what you like anymore, and it's just amazing. I feel like I'm not gonna enjoy chocolate as much as I did before. Sorry, my eyes are watering. It looks like I'm crying. I'm not crying, I promise. And I just really am not into baking with nothing, so I wish I was baking, but I'm not gonna be baking during this quarantine anymore. Welcome back. Sorry if the anchor has changed, my camera battery died, so I had to adjust it a bit. Obviously a bad idea when you're painting your nails, so I have, I think, 2 bumps on them. So I'm putting on the second coat of the same peanut butter shade. Number 5. 5th thing I'm not gonna be buying during lockdown. Are you ready? I'm gonna get so many hate comments for this. But everyone is allowed to have their own opinion. Be gentle, be calm. I am not going to be purchasing Animal Crossing New Horizons on Nintendo Switch. Obviously, first of all, because I do not own a Nintendo Switch. Would I like to? Yeah, maybe. I think it's a great console, really great idea, something that I think a lot of people could put to a good use. I do not have children. I feel that's a really good console for children, and this, so maybe one day. I'm quite happy with my PlayStation 4 for now. But why am I not going to be buying or playing Animal Crossing? First of all, this game, to me, seems like utter torture. I said it, I'm sorry. But it can go for any game like this. Sims, anything that has any customization in it, and like a really like large capacity, I'm not gonna enjoy. I'm really sorry. I have decision fatigue. If there's too many choices I have to make, I just freeze. I won't do anything. My island, if I had this game, if I had to play it, my island would look so shit. I would never move from the 1-star rating. And I couldn't be bothered probably to even like try and get something, because you want to get the best things. You want to find the best recipes, you want to travel to the best islands, you want to have the best sense of who you are, or how to decorate your island, or what rooms to have, and what kind of villages do you want. I really don't have that. I am a collector in games. Like the challenges of like catch every single bug, I can do it. Find every single fossil, I can do it. But when it comes to customization or creating your own areas, I'm like, no, thank you. I don't have patience for it. I don't think I will have enjoyment levels for it, and I think I would probably really hate it. I'll maybe like play it if it was someone's Switch and they were like, ooh, could you just, you know, like run around and catch some bugs or something? I'd be like, yeah, sure, I can do that. But of my own like time and money, no. I'm really sorry. I wish I liked something like that, but to me that just sounds like the worst thing I could do with my free time. So I think that concludes my anti-haul part, but I wanted to mention a few things that I have been enjoying. And as a twist, I'm gonna say that number one is I do really enjoy watching Animal Crossing on YouTube. I've been watching Zach Scott Games playthrough of Animal Crossing New Horizons, and he's just the best. He is so funny. He is basically what I would have been, just collecting stuff for like 30 episodes, and then people telling him, oh, you should like actually do something with your island. He was like, okay, I'll do something. So it's been really fun to watch him, and that's how I can get to experience games that I would normally myself not play or enjoy if I was playing them, but still experiencing it, and I can still have fun. And I highly recommend his playthrough. I'm gonna leave a little card just up here so you can watch it as well. I'll leave the playlist there. I can watch it, I can enjoy it like that, but if I was playing myself, no thank you. The second thing that I've been enjoying during this lockdown is diamond art. I'm gonna include a couple of pictures here of some of the diamond arts, and maybe I can pop a video somewhere so you can watch some people doing it. I have started the Starry Night. It's been really fun. It's basically just putting little diamond bits on a particular square with a particular number or a little design, and then you get a picture. I might take a little screen recording of my actual diamond art so I can pop it in here. Hi guys, I just wanted to show you my diamond painting. Yes, it's the Starry Sky, and it has a little bit of plastic on it, so this is the bit that I've done so far. You can tell it's all glistening and pretty. Ooh, some diamond art ASMR for you there. And this is what I'm still working on. Basically I've only done like this little part here, so yeah. Oh, it's actually coming up pretty nice. It's been so pleasant to do something, and you don't have to be amazing at it, and you don't have to have a proper setup of like having all the little tops so you can put them away, or extra bits to put the things in. Just do it one by one. I've been in lockdown for 40 days. I think I've only done it for maybe like a week, and I'm already, I would say, like 15 to 20% in. And it's just fun to like watch something in the background, pop your Animal Crossing playthrough on, pop a little audiobook, pop a little YouTube video on, and just enjoy yourself. And you get to just memorize the colors and the numbers, and you just like try and play. It's really fun. I've been really enjoying it. On the music front, I love music. I love lyrics, I love songs, I love a lot of genres. I don't really say, oh, I don't like this genre. I just listen to whatever catches my ear and whatever plays with my heartstrings, or something that's catchy or quite easygoing, I think, when it comes to music. So the two albums that I've been absolutely loving have been the Dua Lipa's new album. I think it's called Future Nostalgia. It has been like the most boppiest pop you could like find. Her songs are just incredible. So the songs I like from the album, also if it looks like my nose is dripping, probably is, sorry. The songs I like from the album, I'm also going to be looking at my phone, so just bear with me. Don't Start Now, the main single, it's really fun, really just like, you know, like Don't Start Now, like bitch. Cool is really good. Physical is amazing when you finally get it. And Love Again, because it has the sample from one of the older songs. I can't remember it, I might put it on the screen or something. It's so good. I'm not gonna do it. And the second album, I'm just absolutely like over the moon, just on constant repeat. Like when I find something I enjoy. With Dua Lipa's album, I skipped the last few songs because I find them a bit not up to my taste, but like the first 7, perfect. This other album that I've been absolutely loving, I tend to listen to albums or songs on repeat until I exhaust them for myself, and on this occasion it has been Conan Gray's Kid Crow album. It has been just the most perfect release. It's basically, if you remember Troye Sivan, please comment down below if you do. Troye Sivan was also started on YouTube. He was massive. He started in some movies. He was just amazing. Then he started releasing songs and they were everything. That vibe, that quality, that music was just everything. His lyrics were beautiful. And I remember listening to quite a few of his albums back in the day when they came out quite a few times, and I still go back to them. I recently, I think, found some of his songs on my list and I just listened to them. It was really nostalgic, really, really lovely to listen to. But Kid Crow has the kind of similar feel, but the songs, Conan Gray's songwriting is just extraordinary. No wonder like Taylor Swift shouted him out. So I'm just letting them dry. This is what it looked like so far. Stubby nails. His album is just so perfect. I've watched him almost since the beginning. I think he had maybe a couple thousand subscribers back in the day, and I really like his personality. He's a really sweet boy, just really like quirky, really cute. When he was releasing his latest like singles, I was like, excuse me, how? Checkmate came out. I really liked Checkmate. I didn't listen to it as much or as often as I wanted to. Maybe it wasn't like the right time, the right feeling, but I really appreciated what it was doing. And then Maniac came out. Let me tell you, Maniac changed my life. I love Maniac so much. It's the perfect song. It is incredible. The lyrics, the music progression. I'm not a musician or anything, so I don't know any of these things, but that song is perfect. I love that song to bits. It's probably one of my favorite songs of all time. Like if I was writing top 10, it'll be there. That's how much I love this song. And when he released the album, and I listened to I think a couple, just like, you know, just popping in and out, listen like 10 seconds and leave. Wish You Were Sober came out, and that song is basically Taylor Swift but Conan Gray. And Taylor Swift is one of my favorite artists. I know people hate her or have problems with her. I love and go to bits, so. But Conan Gray, Kid Crow is just an incredible album. I just listen to it online and on repeat, and every time I listen to it and I find something else that I catch that I haven't caught before, or a new feeling that I get. And recently one of my favorites has actually been Online Love, just because it's so short. It's such a gorgeous little snippet of what like love online feels like. I've never had to experience it, but it's so real and it's so true, and you feel it, and it's that boy is just gonna go places. Affluence is fantastic. Little League, Heather, oh my god, Heather is so beautiful, and I think the way they blend into each other, the songs right at the end of the album, is fantastic. But the beginning, I feel like Comfort Crowd, Wish You Were Sober, Maniac, Online Love, Checkmate, just the 5, like the top 5, they just stand on their own. That first part is just incredible. Go and listen to it, please, you won't regret it. I'm gonna put the top coat on. Let me just see if I can like do the guru stuff. Ooh, look at that. I'm gonna put Sunset Daylight Curing Top Coat by Barry M on top. It's just basically does the thing where you like seals it in. I do it occasionally. I don't really mind it. I bought it on Gabriella's recommendation. Leave her link. But, well, downstairs, I guess. It's fine. It's fine. So, on Netflix, I think Netflix has been a savior for all of us. I love Netflix. I am a big fan of their original stuff. I think I'm not going to use this top coat. It's really like groupy now. So I'm going to resort to something else. I'm going to use the Nails Ink. Ooh. I don't know if you can see it. Nails Ink top coat in Kensington Caviar. Top coat, right, yes. Netflix. I think I said Netflix like 3 times. Netflix shows have been a massive... Shows, films, everything has been kind of big help during this lockdown when you really just want something in the background or you want to actually catch up on some good stuff. And that's what I've been doing with my boyfriend. So we watched a couple of shows that we've missed in the last year or so, or have like come out quite recently. One of them being the Umbrella Academy. I thought it was really good. I read the graphic novels during I was watching it, so I'll include that in my wrap-up for April. I thought the show did a really good job. I think the show was better than the graphic novel, but I think the Klaus's character is just the best. He is the sweetheart, no one can harm him, and I think they handled some of the character development and some of the characters a little bit better than the graphic novel, but I found it a bit long, even for like 8 or 10 episodes that it was. It still had a lot of just build up, and it just wasn't the easiest watching experience. On the other hand, I've watched Lock and Key, which is also based on a graphic novel that I didn't know, and it's written by Joe Hill, the graphic novel, who is Stephen King's son, which is incredible. And that TV show is just so good. I can't recommend it enough. It's fantastic, really great characters, really just wonderful storytelling, and it's quite scary at times. I was talking to my boyfriend and he actually said that he prefers it to Stranger Things. I would probably say the same. I like Stranger Things, but I don't like love Stranger Things. So I think this show just did quite a few things better, and I'm really excited for season 2. I think they're coming out with season 2. It's gonna be so good. I think this is it. This wraps up my anti-haul and some of the things that I've been enjoying during this lockdown at home time. I have finished painting my nails. They are not perfect, they are horrible, and I have a couple of kinks and stuff, so I don't know if this will be a series, probably not. Painting nails with E.M.O. We'll see. But thank you so much for joining me today. It's a bit of a chill video. Thank you for bearing with me and my stuffy nose. Tell me down in the comments what you've been enjoying and watching, reading during this quarantine time. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and this is it for me now. Bye!